Hey YouTubers, this is Mcjuggernuggets. Guys, I just got 5 words for you. Mole, 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 mole. And it's fucking hot too. That's 8 words, but you know what I mean. 9. Anyway, guys, I just got home from work. Welcome to another rendition of Mcjuggernuggets BTS, the Haunted series. Well, guys, as where we left off, we found Jesse talked about how Jeffrey's ex-girlfriend sold them out, but they were able to move on. But I can't wait to see how the behind the scenes goes. So this is part 1, although the series was a little longer, but let's take a look.
Hey there, Zero Power Endurance here. Welcome to another episode of Psycho Behind the Scenes. We last left off at Psycho Kid moves out. Jesse just got his fucking money stolen. It's my money, and I want it now! It's quiet hours in the hotel right now, so I'm trying to, like, whisper yell, just do this video. Really gotta get my own place here. Shit, even though I got my own fucking place, it'd be an apartment with other people nearby, so you have to be quiet anyway. Fuck, man. He's Bumblefuck actually just won. So anyway, guys, Jesse's really pissed that he lost his money, and Jeffrey's trying to calm him down, whatever techniques he can. Jeffrey's actually somewhat responsible for Psycho Kid Kills Father. That's right. Jeffrey could have stopped me from shooting my dad. He could have taken the gun away from me. And he's also the reason I think that I shot my father. I exploded because in this video,
he didn't stop
Control Your Anger, Jeffrey, and Unsafe and Unsound, Jeffrey is basically teaching me to kind of just let things go, kind of just brush it under the rug. But eventually, dude, you'll have so much shit under the rug that like it's not even a rug anymore. He's teaching me the method that Psycho Mom used and also Psycho Uncle and kind of Psycho Girlfriend too. Did you guys enjoy the previous video where I finally talked about the exposing?
That was crazy.
So Jeffrey tells Jesse, just like cool your jets, man. It doesn't fucking work. I mean, Jesse casually kicked the fucking TV, which was still one of my favorite scenes. Like Jesse, it was so badass. And this just shows, guys, like we've been on through this journey now for like a month or two of Jesse, how he had to fight his family to get this series going, and now it's already to the point where we're doing 2 videos a day for so long. Everybody's contracted in, a lot of money flowing in and out, and suddenly we're casually destroying big screen televisions in vlogs. Before, that was like, yo, a big screen TV, that is like a huge deal. This is a huge risk. It's a huge gamble for a Psycho video. That was like the main prop for a Psycho video. However, I'm just casually kicking televisions in a fucking like 30-minute vlog. So it kind of is taken from him. The whole like brushing it aside doesn't really work, and maybe that's kind of what Jeffrey did after he got hit with the bottle. Jeffrey did kind of just brush that aside and pretend it never happened. There was something that should have happened there, some kind of consequences to Jesse, but they never really came, and I think that sort of started this very, very vicious cycle. Because I'm going to say this now, and I hope I remember it during when I'm going over the behind the scenes for Psycho Kid Kills Father, but if Jeffrey had not gotten hit by Jesse with the bottle, Jeffrey would have stopped me from shooting my dad. There's a reason Jeffrey, who normally steps in, did not step in when I had the gun on him and he was filming me. That experience of being hit by Jesse, by being completely blindsided by his younger brother and getting hit and hurt, Jeffrey was unable to take that gamble again. Like if Jeffrey had lunged towards me to take the gun away, I could very easily have shot him and killed him there just because Jeffrey has seen me not only break a bottle, but we also saw me with an itchy trigger finger in Psycho Family Hunting. I know we're not there yet, but it's just interesting. All these events are tied together. So Jesse's semi-officially a bottler now, so instead of like freaking the fuck out, you'll notice some of his tantrums are a little more tempered. It's not like season 1 Jesse where he's like ripping his clothes off. It's a little more toned down because that's Jesse is just brushing some anger and aggression. He's just penning it up for some great outbursts later on. So since Jesse's trying to cope with losing his money to his father, he looks to the one person who used to always be there for him, who's now being corrupted by Aunt Melissa. He goes to tell his mom that he lost $30,000 to Psycho Dad. Unfortunately, my mother is so against hearing any problems or anything related to the family because she's trying to distance herself. Jesse gets totally I almost said cock-blocked when I'm talking about my fucking mom. What the fuck? But I'm kind of boxed out. Aunt Melissa says she doesn't want to deal with that shit. I have some behind the scenes of that ish.
I don't know the numbers, but I can tell you right now, that money isn't still there.
What else is in the safe? What does he have in there?
I have no idea.
So there's nothing that you have, nothing that you could be entitled to. I saw him throw it in the safe and he locked the door.
And you think it's still there? He can go and take it whenever he wants to. I'm telling you right now, I know him. He would
And
not
what,
keep...
put it into his personal bank account?
Yes.
He might.
Are you
Exactly.
fucking kidding? Yeah, okay. He's gonna throw it into his bank account like it's his
Jesse,
money.
Think about it.
Like it's his money.
Exactly.
That place is not livable. How are you going to go over there?
We're fixing it up. We just went and we made a list. We were actually able to do that because you want to shut the fuck up last time.
Oh, no. I was just voicing my
All right, Jesse,
opinion
let's
of
watch
that
your mouth.
place. That's right. That's right. Be respectful.
I am respectful. I'm kind of.
You mean, remember, I didn't allow you, but I'm letting you voice your opinion here in my house. I should have kicked your ass out. You didn't need to tell him you were moving out. It could have been all settled, and then you told him after the fact, and then none of this would have happened.
Shut the fuck up! Just shut the fuck up, you dumb cunt! Just shut the fuck up!
Oh my God, I hate that. See,
You hate
Jesse,
that fucking word. You're so
you
fucking
You can't
stupid.
come in here and talk to her
She's
like
so
that.
fucking stupid. I'm just not gonna be spoken to like that.
You can't.
You're such a
I am
fucking
telling you the
dirty
honest
slut.
you just don't want to hear the truth.
Oh,
What is the fucking
A dirty
truth?
slut.
Fucking dumb ass.
Oh my God, I've never heard so many cuss words come out of your mouth ever. And when I'm telling you the honest
Shut the
thing,
fuck up.
honestly,
Shut the fuck up.
well, you should.
I'm dealing with the situation. Just shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Drink yourself to death, you stupid bitch.
What good is
Deal with your fucked up husband and just fucking just try and flirt with my brother and just try and find a little grain. Just try and find a little grain of happiness at the bottom of that glass, you stupid fucking cunt.
Oh my
Shut
God.
the fuck
Wow.
up. You don't know my life.
I would not like that. I think the take that we saw was a lot better.
Oh.
And you don't know when I'm talking to JT.
I don't know what you're talking about ever because you make zero fucking sense because half the time I don't even think you graduated from high school. Jeffrey, supposed to have some, good intentions, but you're making it sound like it's my fault too.
Well,
My dad acting like I'm not growing it up enough and it's somehow my fault that he took my money and it's my fault. Or Aunt Melissa to say that, how the fuck do you make that much money with YouTube videos? Oh, you shouldn't have flaunted around. Or my mom to even say. My mom to even let Aunt Melissa, for this long, to not even let me talk to her. Is that...
She said she didn't want to deal with drama.
Doesn't she have fucking control over her life? Sometimes I feel like I don't either. It's funny how the world works. How people can make you seem that you're just so fucking wrong when in actuality, they don't know shit. They try to make you think, they try to fucking convince you that you're the one that's fucked up.
Wow.
They make you feel young, they make you feel insecure, they make you feel unintelligent. The fact of the matter is, nobody knows what the fuck is right.
But do you know what's right?
And I am done. Fucking listen to everyone else. I'm gonna solve this problem by myself. So my mom doesn't know the combo, so we're gonna try and crack that motherfucker. And we're just gonna continue with getting Aunt Jackie's fixed up.
No, why would he? No, it's you know what? Jesse, you gotta grow up.
First take. Go with the first take. I really don't have to go with the first take, Juggies. Here's the problem with this. I guess I'll take the fall. I'll take the fall for this one. Maybe it'll pass because nobody likes Aunt Melissa's character and people don't like my mom's character. Maybe this will be a very, very special thing that we can all share where Jesse finally told the two bitches off and we can all take this win. Maybe you guys will unsubscribe. I don't know. But this is
How it's gonna go down?
this is an unfortunate thing. I still think the subs will be in the green.
That's it.
This is
Yay!
I'm
Oh,
not physically
shit!
capable of
I
that.
forgot.
Ah,
Plus your knee hit my coochie.
yeah. Well, you probably wanted that.
No, I didn't.
So, Juggies, this was a
At least you
failed
don't feel
take.
pain.
I don't think we can get the naturalness of that one. We couldn't retrieve that because we lost the flow of Aunt Melissa chiming on me.
One time I did, you went. So I thought I didn't know when to do it again.
Yeah, don't take it personally when I do. That just means that wasn't the right time.
I know, but that was you just confidence. It's all. See, there's a problem we have
That's the
with
thing,
this
guys.
because it's up to
Like Jesse says,
Melissa
he wants it to be
to
perfect.
fuel Jesse, so then Jesse can have a breaking point and unload.
Have a store. I would have been slamming you on that.
Our first take, Jesse kind of took it upon himself to. We have this problem where Jesse has to obviously be a crazy little fuck up. But my character can't also have a channel because you don't want to subscribe to someone who's a crazy little fuck up. So unfortunately, this is just gonna be one of those days where we've had a lot of momentum, and unfortunately, we're unlike every other channel on YouTube, where suddenly, the owner of the channel has to do something really fucked up, and it's supposed to be played off as real. So we're just gonna roll with it, honestly, and it's not just because.
Well, you're not going to go with the first one.
Yeah.
You don't want to try to do it again one more time?
I'm losing my voice just because, I go balls deep in the first one, but,
So you're trying to say if we're not good enough to do number 3? That's just freaking ignorant.
I thought number 2 was going.
It was going.
Except for, I just need you to get up and.
I don't know.
Didn't you want her to get up?
Let's do it one more time.
No, I don't. One more time.
I thought
to set us up.
I thought there were some.
This, damn it.
I thought there were some parts of that one
this
that
is
I reacted
balls
a
to the
little bit.
walls.
So a couple of your reactions were better, but
No.
it wasn't enough to set. There was just such a good natural flow to the first one that I don't know if it can be beat.
It is. I think the first
Yeah.
one's 90% of the time.
Yeah, the first time's
I
always
agree,
the best.
and more often than not,
you guys know what I
probably
mean.
9 out of 10, I go with the first. I know. But at the same time, I feel like it makes sense. I did just lose $30,000. I'm at a very emotional state right now. So,
It's up to you.
Well, you could always.
Try one more time and then you pick which one.
You're going to be redeeming yourself, aren't you, at some point in time, with me?
in a week and a half-ish.
Okay.
And
Oh,
she
yeah.
slaps
But
me.
Maybe
won't
if-
your juggies know
Oh
it
yeah,
before
slap
I'll
in the
know
face. That
No,
one.
what?
So you're going to redeem
that you're
yourself.
going to are you telling them that you're fixing this house up just for you or
Yeah.
for me or for both of us?
It's for me, but then it turns into us as an amends.
So the juggies are going to know that before I know it.
Yeah, but the difference is this video is going to come out, and no matter what, losses are losses. Like that one day, I lost 10,000 subscribers. The next day, I didn't get them.
What was that?
That was when I submerged the motorcycle of my brothers and had Mark and Corn do it. Granted, the difference is though that was against
It did
two.
sound really mean.
That was against
Yeah, you
two.
did.
That was irrational. I feel like this was slightly justified, and it was against two characters that were loved, Corn and Mark, versus two characters that have been kind of questionable.
Yeah, but I've
lately.
been getting a lot of hate too.
Right. And that's why I made sure to say what the
Wow.
audience is thinking is that you've become a little Melissa.
And you did say that as you were leaving that I was becoming
Right.
an ugly
Which
echo.
hopefully
Something like that.
hopefully it has an effect with the audience where they agree with me, even though I'm not really presenting it that well. I'm
No,
kind
you're
of a little
not.
too extreme.
No,
And this
you're
is
not.
really apple juice.
Is it?
Stop lying.
Lying
Is that apple juice over there? No.
I'm
You
teasing.
can't lie in the behind the scenes because
I
then
know.
we
I'm
can
just
never be
teasing,
believed
you know.
for anything. We're the boys. of the
LOL,
woods.
haha.
All right, Jay. So this is unfortunate. So we're not. Are we gonna try again or no?
You know you want to, because I can tell you set us all up for
ideally,
this.
I want to do it again and again until we get it
You know
perfect.
what
But
it is? It's like a little psycho thing you're doing because you think we're really going to kick
you mean
ass
reverse
now.
psychology
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Ooh.
That was
For psychology, psycho, same thing.
I'm gonna take a drink and then we're gonna try it of water.
Oh, shit.
Gosh, come on.
You really gotta lay into me, and don't lose it, and don't force it. Also, try
I
and.
can't push you. I wish you were healthy so I could push you into the
I
couch.
wish I was healthy
Yeah,
too.
and this time maybe he can give you a signal as to when to start to lay it in.
Usually I'm pretty good, yeah. And Corn kind of knows when I'm signaling to not come to
Yeah, I see you flapping your arms. And I'm like, all right, I'll just stay over here for a little bit.
Like this.
Right. So
Every time
we'll
the camera's
try.
on my
We'll
look.
try it again. But we'll
I
say
will
one more
say
try,
that
okay?
Jeff
One more
said
try.
that if it's after 9, he's not coming.
Fuck, what time is it?
One more try. One more try.
What
so
time
just
is
kill
it
it.
first?
Just one more try and
might
kill
be,
it.
The first one might have been
8:30.
good.
30. One more try and just kill it.
Okay.
All
I'm
right?
doing it now.
A game. A
Hell
game.
yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
here we
you
go.
better be on.
All right,
Now,
please.
let's go.
For
You
the
know, when you
love
work
of
with
my
family,
channel,
although that's a family
let's
friend,
hear
but hey,
it,
family
alright?
still.
This is typical.
It's better when you work with family.
Usually each night
When it's
consists
usually
of around
people that
20
you can't
takes.
get along with,
And,
it takes a
it's
lot
just an
longer.
unfortunate thing.
So this just illustrates that problem once again of Jesse playing a character that is losing his mind and looks really bad. But I'm also trying to fucking maintain a business and give you guys this idea that I'm actually really successful and know exactly what I'm doing all the time. I just fucking love making myself look bad. Always for the sake of the story, Chuckies. It would happen an awful lot because, like, I would be trying, when you're in a scene with somebody and you're trying to get them to react strongly, I end up having to be the aggressor because I'm trying to pull a better performance from my actors. So a lot of times when I'm yelling at Psycho Dad, it makes me look like a jackass, yes, but that's because I'm trying to get him to up the ante and freak out on me more. However, sometimes after doing multiple takes, I still can't get that performance out of them, and I end up just running with the one take where I'm the one yelling, and that's why a lot of people started to hate my character. However, like, I was never supposed to be that much of a dick sometimes. That's just me mid-scene being like, come on, like, fucking act better. Like, you have to be the driver of the scene, not me. So that was one of those situations. That's right, guys. We're at one of the most infamous times of the Psycho series. A lot of people found the channel at this time, and it was a very beloved kind of season or mini-series in the series. So at Eagle's Landing, that was fucking uber successful to start the daily vlogs in 2015. Then we had some door problems. Then we had the construction series. And then we had the Aunt Melissa series and Aunt Melissa arc. And now we're coming up on Jesse's deciding to check out Aunt Jackie's, possibly fix it up for what would be a Construction Series 2.0. Because the first Construction Series was so fucking successful, I thought we can do it again, but then I was like, is there some way we can improve? It's that whole raising the bar thing. Is there some way we can make this more entertaining? One of the first or second days we were there, we realized that there was a creaky ass door, and it was kind of creepy, and that we actually had lost a family member in that house. Somebody did actually die there. So we decided, well, fuck, I think, like, this house is kind of older and it's creepy and there's a picture of Jesus on the wall. Like, what if we fucking made a little haunted thing? It wasn't October at the time, we're in January, February, but to me, honestly, like, winter is a little creepier than October and fall because, like, everything's dead for one. It's also bitter cold, and it's just a kind of sad time of year, especially it's after Christmas, and, you know, it's kind of dealing with the fallout there. So I committed to this idea of the haunted series. I had no idea what the arc was because it's so hard to do 2 videos a day and have original ideas going through that. So I just knew we needed haunted shit. So every day we would come up with new kind of concepts for each video. Like, oh, let's do a Ouija board this one. Let's do blood hanging from the walls. Let's have this creepy mannequin head. Let's have, like, floating Jesus poster. Let's have a voodoo doll come out of a cabinet and produce past, present, and future shit. So as the haunted series was going on, we would keep evolving different techniques. Aunt Jackie became a regular character and actually grew to really enjoy filming and love filming, on top of Uncle Chuck, who we didn't really get to see too much, like, at family holidays in real life, or really got to talk to that much. He actually helped out with the videos and was an awesome character, and even helped coin the fucking phrase, 2 monkeys fucking a football, which the audience and us also were just like, what? Haunted series sounds great and all in theory, but the problem is I'm trying to portray a series as being real, and I hate to break it to you guys, but like ghosts and supernatural shit, there is no hard evidence that shit's actually that it actually exists. So to pull that off, I mean, we're gonna have to be very, very slick, very careful on the kinds of things that we can do. So basically what we would do is, for any kind of haunted technique that we would try, we would make sure that there's no possible way that they can call that it's fake. And then if there is something that looks a little like weird, or like, okay, there's an excuse for it, which there is always an explanation, whether we're using fishing line or whether we're using magnets or whether we have somebody else set up in the house, we just played into it because it very easily could just be somebody pulling a wire. So like we would have pranks on each other, or it would be you know, Aunt Jeffrey or Uncle Chuck, like we would have scapegoats. So there'd always be a reason for things happening, but we also didn't really never have to explain it because we wanted to have that suspended belief that this place was actually haunted. It was also around this time that I actually met Joe Bump, so fucking shout out to you, Joe. It was nice meeting you. He was just randomly at Uncle Larry's one day doing Chillin' and Grillin'. I guess he was an old friend of Uncle Larry's, and now, you know, we all know and love Joe Bump.
Man. That was the best.
We did the haunted series this past October with Ursula, and one of the main reasons I did the Ursula series was because the Aunt Jackie haunted series did so well, and you guys really loved that. So guys, I have some behind the scenes of the first half of the haunted series. It's not much. Some of it was shot on my cell phone, but there's some interesting piece with the voodoo doll, as well as doing some stuff in the attic. Roll that shit. Hey, Juggies, it's the Psycho Behind the Scenes video. I'm shooting this with my cell phone. We left that camera in the car because we've got to set up the haunted things first. We're up in the attic right now at Aunt Jackie's property.
Hang on, guys.
Look at these boards.
I'm trying to find out who's barking at my place. Sorry, guys. Somebody walked by my place. Sorry, my dogs bark a lot. Let's go back.
You guys probably remember this scene where we had to kind of construct a puzzle and use the boards to find the secret message in the corner and then the bloody message of Exire on the wall and the Ouija board. But it's been so hard just to set all this shit up. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I decided to flip this on because like Uncle Larry legit almost went through the ceiling here, and it's tough. It's like there's nails everywhere on not only just the up above part, but it's also down below, and you got to use these boards to cross. It's super intense and ridiculous. So we're setting the blood up right now. So this is a lot of work, Juggies. This is behind the scenes. You get to see all the shit that we got to do for this.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Actually, it looks pretty good. But yeah, we're a few days away from Psycho Dad getting his first injury. It's gonna be like a crazy thing to happen.
He's about to fall.
He's changing position.
Damn.
I'm good now.
He already impaled his own head by a nail.
Yeah.
And had a huge red mark. It actually went through his hat. There we go. Get the RE.
Not bad.
I'd say this is probably one of the coolest scene thus far. I think we'll be coming up here and seeing the note and then this, because we burned Emma, but she's leaving us a message like, oh, she's gonna be back. We were gonna leave her bloody head up here, and that was gonna be a return, but we figured, it's too soon to when we last left her. People may see that coming, so we want to have, we want to get it to a point where you guys forget about her, and then she comes back. We're still not sure what the best way to bring her back will be, but I'm sure we'll think of it.
Looks like an A.
I was gonna say, why'd you make an A?
That's crazy. It's really amazing how that... It does look like an R, to be honest with you.
Exile. Different spelling.
You didn't get very far.
We've been busy since.
I know.
This is behind the scenes. This is of our predictive scarecrow voodoo doll. Head for head injury that Jesse received, and also Jeffrey's concussion with the bottle.
Makes a good point.
We have hunting trip, shoulder blowback, the end series with my papa, Jesse's spleen,
Well, because remember I was
Joe's
just
ankle. That's present time.
That's what you said to
That's
do.
still good enough.
Uncle Larry's neck.
Still enough.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
So it's both future,
when we drive that
past,
if there's any
and present doll. Interesting little things
Not
that I want to
bad.
mention, guys, is we had the one vlog where Emma's head is hanging from the noose. This sort of foreshadowed the finale of the series with Jesse going to hang himself, and this is also the second time. It may have been brought up previously, but the noose itself, because Jesse actually learns that from Uncle Larry later on in this series, and I think it's important that he learns that from Uncle Larry, Jesse, that character. The other time we heard of it before was when hanging the Batman statue from the trees for the Pitfall prank. Jesse mentions something about a noose there in terms of types of knots, so there's this curiosity, and when Jesse is in the Odd Job series, he asks Uncle Larry about tying different knots, and then how do you tie a noose? And it's crazy, because much like Damien, who's got his face painted on the wall in the gaming room, Emma itself was not planned. That was just a mannequin head that was literally in that fucking house that Uncle Larry was like, oh, let's name her Emma. And it was like, then we just kind of ran with it. So that was what I would call accidental art. And
That's pretty
it's
good,
cool to be
though.
open up to those possibilities. We had this other random vlog. It was about me, Uncle Larry, and Corn go to New York City. And it was under this bullshit disguise of, yeah, Jesse's going to look at apartments. But in the vlog, there's hardly any mention of apartments. We never actually look at any. What we actually were doing was I was just going to get dinner with my agent. Like, we're fucking going to New York City, have a big dinner to celebrate celebrate something, and that's what it was. And we just brought Uncle Larry because he wanted to get some dinner. Then we got to a video called Psycho Dad's Vacation. Now my dad actually went away to the Caribbean, and we kind of worked it in a series. Now I was really pissed off because like my parents suddenly came out of nowhere, were like, "Hey Jesse, we're going to the Caribbean for like a week," and I'm like, "What? Shit! But like contracts, but like we have to film, but like how am I gonna fucking explain that? Like how am I gonna explain that my mom and my dad conveniently are just not in any videos for 1 week? Like how is that even fucking possible? Because my mom's at Aunt Melissa's and I want to do vlogs there, and my dad's at home and I want to do vlogs with him. So like shit." But luckily, you know, we had the Haunted series going on, so we could just keep doing stuff at Jackie's house to get content. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to explain Psycho Dad's tan randomly, and then also my mom's tan randomly? Like, what the fuck? And then they're also going out in public together. They're going to the airport. They're going to a resort. They're going to that airport. Like, how the fuck is that? So I was really upset about that, but I was like, okay, I clearly, I don't have any choice in this matter, so I just have to play into it. So I came up with the idea that Psycho Dad did go on vacation because he used some of the 30 grand to pay for it, which would lead to even more conflict. The problem was though is just that like they could fucking get caught if somebody snaps a picture of my mom and dad together on vacation. I'm fucked. I'm so fucking screwed. Like the thing's fake and everything we work towards is not. They had a couple close calls. I remember them having to like they were at dinner at one place and my mom had to like pull the menu up like a fucking newspaper to cover her face, and like there was so many like moments where they thought like somebody was eyeballing them and they had to fucking skedaddle.
Yeah. That's him. Hey there, Jay, Zero Pound Materials here. Wait, no, stop. Oh, yeah, that's fucking him. Oh, good, that was quick. That was quick with the camera. Hey there, Jay, Zero Pound Materials here. We have a fucking intuition. We know when my dad's here, I'm gonna raise all hell. Stop. It's a shuttle service. Bet you. Guarantee. What else are you gonna use a fucking white van for unless you're dealing drugs?
No.
I don't think you would do that. Stop. I don't like. So how was your trip?
Who do you care?
I was just wondering.
Trip was fine.
Well, I mean, you sent me that picture. It was hard to really make out where you went.
What's the matter where you are?
Damn.
He's been away for like 10 fucking days. He doesn't remember how to act. I just killed an opening. Killed it. I don't know if I can do that again.
Yeah, you
It
did.
took you 3 times.
I know, but all the pressure's on me. Because I'm the one that has to keep redoing shit.
Well, you might have to do one here pretty soon.
That was your first line. No pressure. If you have to shit, then shit now.
I want the pressure on me. Let's go. Let's go.
It's using the pressure.
All right.
It took me so long to get in here now.
I gotta do what I gotta do. Just do your
There's a
thing.
lot to say, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no possible way I can. Jeez, this is. I didn't want him to go away. I paid for the vacation. I didn't want him to go away. They ended up having to stay there because the storm took over. Fucking gone for 3 extra days. I'll tell you what, Jace. It's ridiculous. This is my venting. This is my venting. So they understand the process that I have to go through to tell this grand story.
Let it be known that I'm
Jeffrey has
on
to.
point right now.
He's on
Jeffrey
point.
just has to
On
peel the
point.
sweet potatoes.
Hey, they're yams.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, sweet potatoes are white. Common misconception.
There you go.
Are you ready?
Random facts at JT.
You're the professional. I'm not, so you can nail it again.
I'm the one that has a harder job to
That's
act.
okay. You can nail it again. You're the professional.
All right, well, I need you to be on my level.
I need you to be on mine.
Damn.
I don't know if I can do that again.
That was.
I organically
You
was
had it.
like,
That was
with
good.
the prank?
Yeah. No.
Fuck.
You had it. That was pretty good. But you know what?
You're like, what's wrong? And I
There's
was
always-
like, what's wrong? You
always
told me
a problem
not to talk. And then you're like, somehow about the prank. I was like, there we go. Now
Yeah.
you talk.
That's not very bad. No, not bad.
I got you sucked into the video, and then you're like, oh, fuck, he's right. I am pissed, I guess. I wasn't
I
talking.
am, yeah, that's why I'm not talking.
What? All right. So ends this random behind the scenes that exists.
We're starting to get close to Psycho Dad Chuck's Super Nintendo, which is an important video for a couple different reasons, mainly in the aspect of reality and Psycho Dad's surgery and stuff. But there was a moment where we're carrying this new water heater for Aunt Jackie's house, and the whole deal with Aunt Jackie's house was she let me like actually fix it up, because I mean, why not? Like, I'm paying for it, we're gonna fix it up. Got a brand new water heater and everything, so that was kind of the deal there. But while we were moving the water heater, we nudged it into the porch, which is a blatant foreshadow of the fact that my dad's gonna fucking fall off that porch. Like, clearly it's rickety, so keep an eye on that. There's a lot of great moments in this little mini haunted series. Jesse starts talking to Peter the Fly, which is very important. It kind of just shows Jesse's starting to lose it, like he has imaginary friends, which is important when Jesse starts talking to Damien and Dema, and it shows like this little bit of insanity. Like, Jesse's trying to escape his problems in his real life by talking to these fucking a housefly, like, for real. Also, an interesting video is when I'm acting like I'm possessed. Like, this was a risky one because it kind of shows that Jesse can act, and he can act weird and crazy, so it sort of rubbed people the wrong way, I think, where it clued them in to where, like, I can act. I don't know, it was a little tricky, but then it also kind of showed that, like, Jesse, like, was Jesse actually possessed? And there's a few theories that we have that, like,
that's a good question.
I believe that the house was really haunted, and that Jesse did get possessed a little bit, because there's also a moment at the end where Damien sort of takes control of Jesse, and it's this weird kind of moment. So I don't know. Just very interesting. Had this great video called Mystery Solved, where we kind of found out who was doing a lot of the haunted things in the series with Uncle Chuck, and it was very, we found out Aunt Jackie was like the fake culprit, and then we had Jeffrey and the Anonymous Mask was another fake culprit, and then, well, no, they actually did stuff, but like Uncle Chuck was the big twist, and it was so Scooby-Doo. Like, we wanted to have a Scooby-Doo episode, and that was fucking Uncle Chuck. So these were all fucking super cool, like, Easter eggs and things, and the haunted series was like, it was a great time. You know, me, Uncle Larry, and Corn had a blast, like, shooting these two videos every day, and like, we were really fixing up Aunt Jackie's house, and we got to go to Applebee's like every day. It was a lot of fucking fun. But alright, Jays, that's all I had to share for this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Drop some mad likes in this video if you were a big fan of the haunted series. You'd love to see some more haunted shit in the future. We got some great BTS coming down the line. We got more haunted stuff, as well as the Fallout, which is one of my favorite vlogs. You get to see how we shot that. We also get to find out what was the deal with Psycho Dad in the hospital. So get pumped, guys. Love each other to death, and don't forget to keep it rigid. Hey there, Jays.
Oh shit. I messed up on that again. Well, guys, that was a pretty good vlog. I mean, video on the behind the scenes. I actually I'm looking forward to the Fallout video, and that's where Jesse moves out and leaves his dad when he was in the hospital, and after that they did that actual thing. I wonder how hard it was actually. I wonder how the aftermath was after that, because as you remember at the end of that video, he drove off. That was it. I can't wait to see how that will turn out. I mean, that was the craziest video ever. Oh, if you guys wondering, yeah, my dad actually left me some chicken and mole. He actually came over, made sure my dogs were okay, and although it was a cold day today, but it was perfect. And chicken mole has always been my favorite. With Spanish rice put on top of it, put the mole on top of the rice, it's delicious. Alright, you guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reactions, more gameplay. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed this. I'm going to play some Call of Duty tonight. Haven't played that in a while. Alright, you guys, thank you for watching. And don't forget, stay positive.